You guys all know Monday mornings are my favorite part of the week, and the In and Out is my favorite part of my favorite part of the week. So we got two topics this week. We got them teed up. Last weekend, Saturday night, November 6th, was fight night. So UFC 268 was happening in New York. I was in Las Vegas for Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. Kamaru Usman, he won the main event at UFC 268, 5-round decision over Colby Covington. Canelo Alvarez, really impressive, methodical 11th round knockout over Caleb Plant. Afterward, Kamaru Usman, who probably makes low seven figures per fight, somewhere above $1 million, but probably less than $2 million. He says to numerous interviewers that he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez next time out. Let me find the quote. One of his quotes was, "Of course I want the money because people make a lot of money for fighting Canelo Alvarez." I can't find the quote, but the point is he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez partly for the money, but partly for the challenge. One of the things he said was, "I want a challenge that scares me. Fighting Canelo Alvarez scares me." Now, if these two ever happen to fight, there's no doubt about who's going to win in a boxing match. So we're not doing this Mayweather-McGregor dance again. Oh, a boxer versus a mixed martial artist. There's lots of variables. No, there's not. One person knows how to box. The other one can kind of box. Two very different things. So what I want to know is, Meghan McPeak, since you're the one in front of me, are you in or out on this hypothetical matchup lasting more than 3 rounds?
You know, I never thought I would ever agree with Dana White.
Kamaru's been talking about a possible boxing match with Canelo, which seemed surprising. I mean, is there something that you would even discuss?
Is that what he said tonight?
Yeah, well, he said it this week. He's just like the greatest pound-for-pound MMA fighter, the greatest pound-for-pound boxer.
I watched the Canelo fight tonight. He don't want to fight Canelo.
So, Monday, November 8th at, what are we, 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? I'm out on this. I'm out.
You're out on this last
Dana White.
3 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out on that. I'm out on this fight ever happening. Don't do it. I've never thought I would ever agree with Dana White, but here I am.
What do they say about a broken clock?
It's right twice a day.
There you go. So there's one. So if we wait 12 more hours, you guys will agree again. Dave Zirin, are you in or out on Kamaru Usman lasting 3 rounds in a boxing match with Canelo Alvarez?
Oh, on him being able to do it, I'm out. On them putting together the spectacle, I'm in. Because we've said this before, boxing is the red light district of the sports world, as Jimmy Cannon put it. From the first days of boxing, there have been fights set up like this. The Marquise of Queensberry is a fraud. You know, boxing always has its roots in a sideshow. And if you want to give me a sideshow that I find to be compelling, then such a sideshow we shall watch.
Okay, well, I am out on, if this fight ever happens, Kamaru Usman would not last 3 rounds because Canelo Alvarez is he's not like Floyd Mayweather. Like Floyd Mayweather knew he was just going to carry Conor McGregor for 9 rounds and then just beat him up whenever he felt like it. Canelo Alvarez is much more serious of a competitor. So once he figures out he's going to knock you out, he's going to knock you out. He's not going to wait till the 8th round. He's going to do it then. But Canelo Alvarez is also much too serious of a competitor to take a fight like this. Yes, he likes the money, but it's very clear speaking to him that he likes the challenge and he likes the legacy. So Kamaru Usman is not a challenge for him. The challenge for Dana White is to raise the pay scale for UFC fighters so that your top stars don't feel compelled to try to make matches with boxing stars in order to get an 8-figure payday, because this is what it's all about. I want to say the statistic is about 17% of the UFC's revenue winds up going to the fighters in the form of purses. Imagine a pro sports league, because we get into these collective bargaining discussions all the time. Imagine a pro sports league in negotiations with the union, and the union saying, yeah, we'd like 18% of baseball related revenue instead of 17%. Like in real sports leagues, we're talking about a 50-50 split. In the UFC, it's a 17-83 split, which is why their biggest stars every now and then say, hey, let me find a boxer because I want to make boxing money at least for one night. So I'm out on this fight taking place in on Dana White and the rest of the UFC brain trust raising the pay scale.